Amigos, estoy a punto de vivir la experiencia de Non. Este es mi equipo. Gaby Mesa, que aparentemente es la más cobarde.
Él nos va a tener que salvar a todas.
Ivette y Susana. Y pues vamos a morir, ¿verdad?
You should know, beyond this door, hope and faith are your only weapons. Please follow me.
Hola amigos de Esto es Combo, estamos aquí con los actores principales de La Monja. How are you guys?
Good, bien, how are you doing?
Open the door! Open the door! It's locked!
I'm really well, thanks. Really pleased to be here in Mexico City.
I had a series of visions when I was younger. And after each one ended, the same thought would be stuck in my head.
I think a lot of the fans are wondering the origin story of this demon nun. Mm-hmm. So, do you think they will be satisfied with the result, with the answers that we get in this movie? Were you?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. That's the plan for sure. You know, when you have a character like the nun that was established in The Conjuring 2, but you saw very little of, it seemed to really stand out in that film, and people seemed to really want to see more of her. I was a fan, you know, I wanted to know what this was going to be. I got the script from James Wan and Gary Doberman, and I was really enticed by this mysterious journey that the characters have to go on and to uncover the truth of. Equally, I think it's important that you don't give too much away. I think you can overtell and you can make something mysterious less attractive. So I hopefully we found a balance in there.
What is that? The sister was treasuring this key.
There's something wrong with this crosses. Maybe we should put them there.
What's the motivation for your characters? I mean, in the scene with the coffin, anyone would run away from the convent right away. So, what's the motivation? Why would you stay there?
¿Por qué se queda un soldado a seguir peleando aún cuando lo hieren, cuando es herido de bala? A menos que la herida sea tan grave que no le sirva al pelotón, entonces lo regresan al hospital. Claro. Pero eso es lo que es el padre Burke, es un soldado, a pesar de los miedos o contradicciones o propios demonios que pueda tener, él está educado para ello, para que el llamado que sea necesario lo tiene que atender y cumplir la misión.
Let's see what we can change.
Did you have any complications in doing a horror movie that it's part of a bigger universe? Were there certain rules that you had to follow?
We didn't have any problems. It was certainly problem solving, like making sure that we connected in certain ways, that, you know, respected the Conjuring universe, didn't sort of present problems or mess with the timeline, you know. And it was, you know, some of the connections are quite small and subtle, and others are more significant. Yeah. And you know, if you're a real Conjuring fan and you paying attention, you could spot some of these, yes. if you listen carefully.
Follow me, over here. Be careful with your head and watch your step. Be careful.
And how hard was to keep clean your white outfit you're having?
That's an amazing question, because it was very difficult to keep it because it was always so pristine and white. Yeah, I mean, in some of the locations we were filming in Romania, especially there was this one. There's this old tunnel. It was part of this fort that they kept a lot of military weapons for the Romanian army, and in the past, and now it's an abandoned fort and tunnel. But there's a scene where I'm on the ground. My face is in the gross dirt. It's moldy. It's so much water. It's just disgusting. And then, you know, we do one take, and then my entire white costume is completely messed up. But, you know, you have to. There's a balance between, you know, the movie magic, how Sister Irene keeps her garment so clean, but also incorporating a little bit of real life. And letting a little bit of dirt stay, because we're all human.
What did you see?
I saw none.
Any spooky stories on the set?
Sure. I mean, I say sure, but you know, when you're making a movie, you're consumed with the technical process. You know, as much as it's, you know, we were in real, authentic Romanian castles and convents, and I had this experience that I didn't plan on, where I was shooting the corridor of crosses sequence in the middle of the movie when Sister Irene is venturing down beyond the door, and I was. You know, this was it was in Mogoșoiu fortress in Romania, an old fortress, military fortress. It was a 200-foot long corridor, and off the corridor there were these small rooms, like this room, pitch black, and I was situated in a room in order to watch my monitors to direct the scene. As I entered the room, I saw a couple of men, I assumed from the crew, you know, sort of a bit like the way you can see this guy, you can just sort of see the silhouette in the darkness, two of them. So I said hello and, you know, turned my back, concentrated on the scene and tried to get all the technical things to work. When I finally got the shot, I sort of was like, oh, phew, got it. You know, I turned around to ask, you know, did you see that? And there's no one there. And there never been anyone in the room, and then, you know, there was no way in or out. So I could only assume that these were ghosts of Romanian, probably soldiers who frequented this.
She's behind us!
Pay attention. Even a small sound can lead us to something important.
This way! L! Someone please place the last letter!
How was working with one another? What did you learn from each other?
Oh, well, all right. Hi, Demián.
My teacher.
It's interesting because you know, when you picture a priest, you picture someone who's, you know, very rigid and proper. And it's funny because Demián is the kind of guy who just loves life. He's so joyous. He's such an infectious personality, which actually I think we're similar in that regard. We both like to enjoy life as much as possible. So, you know, you mash that together with, you know, Demián's personality with Father Burke, and I love it because he always gave Father Burke a twinkle in his eye, and I always respected that because I feel like Sister Irene could pick up on that energy.
Mira, hay muchas posibilidades siempre de actuar con actores más jóvenes que tú, ¿no? A pesar de que Thaisa es muy joven, tiene una enorme experiencia ya como actriz. No muy seguido te toca que una gran actriz es también una gran persona, un buen ser humano, una mujer inteligente, culta. Y yo pedí charlar con ella por Skype. Remember we had the chat on Skype? Yo pedí charlar con ella en Skype y ahí me di cuenta, dije, es un ángel, esta mujer es una maravilla de chava, porque el reto, el personaje es fuerte, ¿no? Entonces también quieres ver cómo te vas a empatar. También tuve conferencias con Corin. Cuando me invitaron a hacer la película dije, quiero conocer a mi director, y él estaba en Londres, nosotros en Los Ángeles, en fin. Y ahí es donde te terminas de empatar y sabes que va a ser tú quieres estar seguro para hacer este tipo de viaje que tus acompañantes van a hacer de primer nivel.
Follow me. Sister? 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 No!
Would you rather stay a night locked in a convent or in a room with a doll like Annabelle?
Oh my God.
Is the convent abandoned or?
Yes, it is. Of course it is.
I think I would take the convent. I would take the convent and I would probably pray a lot.
Okay.
Pues yo les voy a decir algo que nadie sabe, pero yo pasé la noche en este convento con la muñeca de Annabelle. Okay. Entonces nos entendimos, fíjate. Nos entendimos bien, cada quien su rollo. Le dije, mira, chaparrita, tú mientras no hables, tranquila, cada quien, espalda con espalda, y tengamos la fiesta en paz, no tienes por qué ponerte rabiosa, y aquí estamos.
That's an interesting one. I'd be happy to be in either, quite frankly. I'd be, I'd be perfectly happy to spend a night here on my own. I feel it. I feel quite at one with the spirits and with the demons. I feel more comfortable with them than I do in
you're fine
the real world.
Horror, right?
Yeah.